The frame is slightly different today because I've got a massive pile of fabrics on my left. I'm going to show you everything that, so last video, which was a couple of weeks ago now, I went through my review of Me Made May and a load of patterns that I had chosen as part of my review that I wanted to carry on, that I wanted to make as the year went on. That was a bad explanation, but if you watch the video you'll know what I mean. So I'll link that up there and down below as well, so if you want to watch that you can. And yes, I went shopping with Rosa from Sewn the day after I filmed that, so I got a lovely stack of fabrics. Not all of these fabrics are new, some are from my stash. But I thought I would start off, I'm not going to kind of explain why I'm making any of these because I did that in my last video. That one was kind of the gaps in my wardrobe and what I wanted to carry on doing, because if I did that in this one, it would be far too long. Okay, so I'm going to start with some trims. In my last video I said I wanted to use more ribbon and lace and things on my makes, so that's what I'm going to do. This is the only one that I bought new. It's a pink with little, it looks very vintage. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that one. And I have an embroidered, if you've seen my ultimate shirt that I've made with the cuffs, that was an embroidered tablecloth that I got from a charity shop, and the colours in this match perfectly, and I've got some of that left, so whatever I make with whatever I have left of that, this will be involved. And I got 4 metres of this because it was 50p a metre, so I got £2 worth, so that I can get a lot out of it. Now the rest of these are all from my stash. I've got lots of blue lace. Don't know what I'm going to do with this. These are probably going to be sort of just around cuffs and things, and maybe around hems. This one is really sort of frilly. This is vintage one. I didn't actually buy any of these. These were all given to me by people that don't sew anymore or didn't need them. So this one would be a really nice sort of yoke frill or something, I thought. This one I think is my favourite that I've got in my stash. I used it on my first ever Doris dress that I made around the hem of the sleeves, and I really love it. I do have loads, but I am being stingy about it just because I can't get any more of that, and I love it. And then I also have a little purple one. So I've got lots of others in my stash as well, but those are the ones that I thought I would show you. And then I also got plenty of buttons. I have a whole bag here, so I've taken one of each to show you. I got little black circular ones. Oh my goodness, my nail varnish is awful. And then I got slightly bigger black ones that have a little sort of indentation in the middle. I don't know if you can see that, but I like them. Little white ones with flowers around the outside. These ones I bought especially for one of the fabrics that I'm going to show you, so I'm going to keep that there on my knee. And then I got little black ones and tortoiseshell sort of medium-sized ones. I'm bad at explaining the size, but hopefully you get what I mean. And now onto the fabrics! Actually no, I'm going to start with these. Also in my last video I said that I need to make more plain things, but that they wouldn't necessarily be entirely plain. I could do little sleeve cuffs in something different, collar in something different, a band around the hem in something different button band. And then, because I resubscribed to Molly Makes just after my birthday, well, my mum did for me as a birthday present, we waited until the free gift was one that I really wanted. And I waited for the Liberty Fat Quarters. So these are what I'm going to be using with plain fabrics. I've got this, I don't know the name of any of the prints. I got that nice pink one. I think this one's my favourite. I feel like this is the most famous or most popular print, I'm not sure. And then I got this one. I love this one with the little houses and animals on. That one's super cute. Nice little blue one. Nice little light blue one. Nice little pink one. This is very terribly described. And another nice little pink one. So I think there are a few different colourways. The last 4 are all the same, just in different colourways. And I'm really excited to use them. They feel so lovely, they feel so luxurious, and I can't wait. But they are very pretty, especially because I can't really afford to be buying Liberty prints. I was so glad that this was a free gift. Okay, onto the fabrics. This one is just a little sliver. If you watched my last video, there was, I showed you a pattern for a bomber jacket. It was Simplicity 8418. I don't have it with me at the moment. But I said I had a fabric that I was going to use with it and that I was really excited about. And it was this one. Oh my goodness. It's in the light, as you can see, it's got kind of iridescent green stripes with black and then sort of fuchsia and lilac and dark purple flowers on. But when it's slightly dark, you can't really see the stripes. If I sort of show you from further away, it just sort of looks black with maybe little stripes. And the wrong side is really pretty too. And I got this from Jersey Vogue Fabrics in Stanmore, because that's where my hospital is, my consultant that I go to see. And this, when we went up last, we found that there was a fabric shop because we went up really early. And so yeah, I got the last of the bolt of this. I don't know where you'd be able to find any more. And I've cut out my bomber jacket and I'm so excited. The lining is this colour. I managed to match it perfectly, so I'm really excited. So the whole thing is this fabric, and then the inside is that lining, and then rather than having pockets on the outside, I'm going to do welted buttonholes, but massive. So it'll be like a welted pocket, but with this fabric as sort of, hopefully you'll know what I mean, but I'll show you properly when it's finished. And I cannot wait. I'm so excited about that one. Oh, a bit went up my nose. Next I have, this is one of the fabrics that I got with Rosa when we went to Walthamstow Market. We bought so many fabrics at Walthamstow, and I ended up only spending just under £30, and I got like 3 meters of everything. I can't remember how much I got of this, but my options for this is a really nice light blue. One side has got kind of a sheen. I don't know what this kind of fabric is, but it's got a really nice weight to it. So it's the first plain, yay, nice light blue. I think it's called cornflower blue, this colour, and it was one that I kept saying as we were walking along, oh, that's a really nice colour, oh, that's a really nice colour. So I decided to get something in this colour, and my pattern options, I will just get them all collected. Number one is the Alphonse trousers by Republique du Chiffon, because I need some separates, was a big thing that I need, and plain separates especially. So I think this fabric would make really nice trousers. It's a really nice weight, but I do need to make a toile of these. I haven't made them yet. Also, New Look 6493. This would be the version, the culottes jumpsuit, that red version there. Me poking around the side. That would be really nice, and I'd wear a white t-shirt underneath, but again, that's not a separate, so maybe not. Then I've got New Look 6446. It would be the same long culotte sort of legs, or the rosy dress, because the rosy dress is that I have made. I've made one, and it's probably the most worn thing in my wardrobe. I think it's my favourite thing I've made, so it would make sense to make some more. And I would do that blue one that's on the left, but without the little sailor collar thing. I really love the rosy dress that I have made, so I would make another one. Also the vintage shirt dress by Sew Over It, or the Colette Penny dress, but it depends how much fabric I have for this. And I think with this one I would love to use one of those fat quarters if it was the right colour, but otherwise I'm not really too fussed. So that one I'm excited to make. Also, not all of these are going to be made this month. This is just sort of whoops, this is just what I've got for sort of the whole summer planned. Next up is this fabric. This was, I think there's 3.5 meters here. It's folded wrong sides out, so it is slightly more black on the right side. And there was 3.5 meters of this for £6 altogether in Gabby's D-stash, the Gabardashery D-stash, and I thought that would be really handy to get, and I'm going to use it for toiles of things, because in this video I talk about a lot of hacks that I might want to do, like the Yvonne play suit and marigold trousers hack together, or the Q-dress bodice with the Doris dress skirt hack, and things that I'm not entirely sure if they'll work, but because this fabric was just so cheap and I don't mind if it goes wrong, I thought it would be very handy to get this one. So that is just more of a sort of practice fabric over there, and there's plenty of it, so there is a lot of option. Next we have this lovely white fabric with little faces with pink cheeks that I got from the Knitting and the Stitching show from Higgs and Higgs, and I got 1.5 meters, so I could make a dress. I would really ideally like to make probably the penny dress with this, but then also from the Gabardashery D-Stash I got this pink gingham, and it is the perfect pink, so I could do contrasty bits with that, because there's only 1.5 meters, it's probably not enough to make the full-on penny dress. If not, I'll just do 2 separate things with these, but both of them I'm not entirely sure what I would do with yet. So any suggestions for these two on their own? I do believe there's 2 meters of this and 1.5 meters of this. So any suggestions for any of these fabrics really, I'm willing to take. Next we have this fabric, which is quite out of my comfort zone. I tend to stick to prints that are slightly more childish, but in my Me Made May review I needed to be slightly more grown up with things. And this one I feel is quite grown up. It's a William Morris print, it's the artichoke print in, I can't remember what colourway it is, but it's the one that's not got burgundy on it. It's got blue and it's got lots of green, and I thought it'd be good to go out of my comfort zone. It's from Minerva Crafts, and this is the one that I got these buttons, oh that was bad at showing you, these buttons for especially, and this is going to be a Q dress. I think it's version 2 that has the straps and the little sort of sleevey bit there, so that's what I'm going to do with this one. I need to get going with that because that one's got a deadline, so yeah, I'm looking forward to making it. I'm not sure how much wear I'll get out of the fabric just because it is quite out of my comfort zone, but I'm looking forward to trying. It might be something I end up really loving. Next, okay, I'm going to talk about first, if you've seen my videos before, you'll know I don't know how to explain it, but I have a great love for dinosaurs. A love for dinosaurs that most people don't have beyond the age of maybe 7 or 8, but I really love dinosaurs. And I'm wearing my Triceratops top today because later on I'm going to see Jurassic World, the new one, the Fallen Kingdom one. I sent a couple of friends to go see it before me because I know sort of the basic outline of the plot, and it seems to me like a lot of dinosaurs are going to die in this one, and it's embarrassing how emotionally invested I am in the well-being of dinosaurs, even though they're all extinct. But I sent someone along to go and watch it first to see if I would be able to handle it, and they said, you should be able to, you should be alright. But in the first original Jurassic Park film, which is 25 years old now, it was 25 years old the other week, or the other day or something, and Dr. Ellie Sattler in the film wears a shirt like the Ultimate shirt tied up with sort of cargo shorts. And this fabric is exactly the same colour. It was one that my Nana's friend gave to me because she didn't want it. And this fabric is exactly the same colour as the shirt that she wears. So what I'm going to be doing with this is making the Sew Over It Ultimate shirt but with no buttons, so that I just tie it up at the waist, like my other one. And I'm so excited. I'll be Dr. Ellie Sattler. He'll be so great. He'll be so great. That can go over there. That's all I'm planning with that one. I do have quite a lot of that fabric. It could be a dress, but it's going to be that shirt. It could be nothing other than that shirt. Next is this, I'm sorry it's getting quite dark outside, I hope the light hasn't changed too drastically. Next is this super luxurious feeling viscose, which I also got, oh it's not this bright in real life, this is the colour that it is in real life. I also got this from Walthamstow Market from one of the shops. I can't remember how much it was per metre. I think I got 2.5 metres. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at remembering how much I've got. But it's so luxurious feeling. It is quite lightweight, but at the moment I'm just going to put it in my stash because I've got so many other more summery things to make. I know this isn't really an autumn weight fabric, but it's an autumny colour. And I've got so many summery colours that I'm thinking they're going to go first. So this one's going to go in my stash, but it's lovely and beautiful, and I'm very pleased that I bought it. But I wanted to show you anyway, even though I'm not going to use it just yet. This is one of the fabrics Rosa and I both ended up getting a few of the same fabrics. I think it was 3 that we got the same, and this is one of them. I will just collect up the patterns I have in my mind for it. Okay, the only 2 solid paper patterns that I can show you are here, but the other ideas that I have for this fabric, let me show it to you first. It's lovely and drapey. It's black with little white polka dots and yellow flowers with green leaves and little red bits. And this is one that completely fulfills my brief of looking slightly more grown up but not boring. So I got 3.5 meters of that, and my ideas, where has the sticky note gone? Oh no! But my plans for this, let me see if I can remember, would be a hack of the Republic du Chiffon Yvonne playsuit bodice with the trousers from Tilly and the Buttons Marigold, the bodice of the Q dress with the skirt of the Doris dress, or entirely a Q dress, or this, oh, I got stuck to my ring there, or New Look 6493, either the long leg version or the playsuit version, which is a really nice wrap bodice playsuit or jumpsuit, or New Look 6373, and it would be either of these 2 versions, which is a jumpsuit with a really nice, or a playsuit with a really nice ruffle around the top, or I could just do the jumpsuit or playsuit without the ruffle. I'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, there's plenty of this, so I'll be able to get any of those out of it, or just something completely different. I am quite prone to completely changing my mind, which is why I don't do plans videos at the start of every month, because I either just don't use the fabric, or I make something completely different with the fabric, or I get a new pattern and I make that instead. So there are lots of options for this one as well. This is another one that both Rosa and I have. I think I got 3.5 meters and Rosa got 3 meters. And it's a really lovely, it's not navy, it is black, it's just washing out. It's a really lovely, very drapey, not 100% sure what it is. It's definitely 100% polyester, but I don't know what fabric it would count as. It has got big spots and little spots in little sections like this, and I love it. I think Rosa's planning on making a wrap dress with hers. I've never worn a wrap dress. I feel like they're too grown up for me. But I love this fabric. I think it'll be a Q dress. I'm sorry I don't have the pattern to show you. I got it as a PDF and I haven't printed out the instructions yet, so I can't show you properly. But this will be either a Q dress, either version, probably the one with sleeves. The Yvonne playsuit and Marigold trousers hack to make a jumpsuit. New Look 6373, which is this one with the ruffle that I just showed you. A Q dress and Doris skirt hack, or New Look 6493, which again is the wrap bodice one that I just showed you. So another one with lots of options, and again I could just completely go rogue and make something random with it. I don't wear black very often, so this would probably be one that I would want to make something that is very casual with it so that I can wear it every day. Otherwise, if I make something slightly fancier, I wouldn't wear it very often, I don't think, just because I don't really wear black. But I love the print of it and I'm so excited to use it. Oh! This is one of the other fabrics that I got from Jersey Vogue, the one in Stanmore. And it's a really nice, very high quality chambray. I'd never know how to say it right. Is it chambray, chambray, chambray? I don't know, but you know what I mean. And it's got lovely mint and white stripes. They're quite thin stripes, like pinstripes really. But my plans are, I think what I will go for is the Republic du Chiffon Alphonse trousers. I think this would make really funky trousers with the stripes going vertically. Or if I have enough left, I think I got 2 meters and it is quite wide, so definitely trousers would fit. Or what I was also thinking, because it's a stripe, I think it would look quite cool with something that also has maybe bias panels, like this New Look wrap, the playsuit version. If you make it as the playsuit, or I'm sure you could do the same when you do it as a jumpsuit. The side front panels you can do as bias cuts, so I think that would look really cool as the stripe. Or just something with sort of princess seams so that there are the stripes are going different ways. but I can do that with the trousers as well. I can add little cuffs or something. So I'm very excited about using this one. It's a very summery colour, and I'm a big fan of that minty colour, especially when it's worn with pink. So I have got, I could wear it with that pink tie front top that I was saying about, or I've just got a pink t-shirt that I could wear it with. Lots of options. Then this one is not as interesting because it's just lining, but it's a really nice sort of iridescent two-tone lining that I think would be really great for a bomber jacket. Not the one that I'm making now because I have the lining for that, but just, or maybe my next coat or something like that. I think something funky would be good, and I like funky. I'm not really a massive fan of shimmer, but I don't think this really counts as shimmer. It's two-tone, metallic, I don't really know, but I like that one, so it's okay. This one I think is my favourite of what I bought when I went out with Rosa. When I first saw it, I thought, oh my goodness, no, you're far too red, not for me. I got 3.5 meters, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because actually I'm not sure if I'm allowed to tell you, but there's something exciting that I'm doing in the next couple of months, and this is what I'm going to wear for it. So I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to make with it, but it's a very, very bright red with little white polka dots. And it makes me look quite tanned, I think. I mean, I am fairly tanned because my dad tans very easily as well, and I've got his skin that goes brown quite speedy, but I love it. It's so red, it's so summery, and I love it. I love it so much, and it feels really lovely too. This was from Walthamstow, and Rosa's got the same one. I can't remember if I've just said that, but I love it so much. I'm so pleased I got it. I was almost going to leave it, but then I don't know. I don't know why I thought I was going to leave it. That would have been so stupid, and I'm so glad I bought it. This is a really lovely cotton and steel fabric. I can't remember what it is. I can't remember what any of these fabrics are, to be honest. I'm quite tired today, so fabric type is not really at the top of my list, but it's a lovely black with sort of rough chalk looking lines in lots of different colours. I think I got 2 meters. Again, that's also something I'm not very good at doing today, is remembering how much of a fabric that I bought. But this one, I have a few options, but one is definitely winning, so it will probably become that. And that is the Libby shirt from Sew Over It, which was released yesterday when I'm filming this. And oh my goodness, I bought it as soon as I saw it. It is 100% the pattern that I've sort of been waiting for, even though I do have a vintage shirt pattern that's quite similar. The vintage shirt one doesn't really fit me super well, but it's got a really lovely notched collar, which that one doesn't have. It's got grown on sleeves with a little cuff. It's sort of boxy. It's, oh my goodness, I love it. I love it, and this is what it's going to be. The cuffs I think I might do with the stripes going the other way, but the other options I have are the Yvonne play suit. Because I got 2 meters of it, there's enough for the play suit. Whatever I make, I would like to do it with the stripes sort of going in different directions just to add some more interest. But I love it so much. I really did sort of treat myself to this one because cotton and steel fabrics are quite pricey, but this is something that I feel like I'd get a lot of wear out of. And it, again, fulfills the brief of being grown up but also not grown up. I'm going to now move on to the entire pile of fabrics that I have that are going to become either the Libby shirt from Sew Over It or the vintage shirt pattern that I have that I've shown you a couple of times. It's got a shawl collar, and the Libby shirt looks pretty much exactly the same, it just has a notched collar instead. There are four fabrics here that will definitely be becoming a Libby shirt, and then I have 2 more that will either be a Libby shirt or something else. So number 1, this is actually a Sew Over It fabric. I got it when I went up to do my sort of day of interning. I do one every couple of months or so, 1 or 2 every couple of months. And this fabric, I'm not sure if it's online yet, but I loved it straight away because, again, it fulfills the grown up but not super grown up and sort of plain brief. It's got little sort of, I like to call them sprinkles. They look like sprinkles to me. And I love it. This is 100% becoming a Libby shirt. I think I got 1 meter of it. Yes, I did. I got 1 meter of it. And even though the pattern says, because I would make a size 8, the pattern says you need 1.4 I think, but I'm quite good at pattern Tetris, and I find quite often that the sew over it patterns do say you need more fabric than you actually do. So I think I'll be able to get it out of 1 metre, and I love it so much. I think this will look great, even if I do say so myself. Next I have this one. I didn't realise how narrow it was because I'd forgotten that it was a vintage one. There have been a few things that I've tried to sort of lay out on it, so I'm not sure if the Libby shirt will fit or if it's just going to need to become an Ogden cami or something. But this is the sort of colour combo of my dreams. It's that mint with a lovely pink, and it's from Till the Sun Goes Down. This is it folded in half, so it is very narrow. I think it's like 90 centimetres. And I got 1 metre because it was £12 a metre, so I couldn't really afford to get more than that. But I do really like it. I do like it very much, and hopefully I'll be able to squidge a Libby shirt just because it reminds me of ice cream or a deck chair, and I think that's my vibe this summer, just to look a little bit like a deck chair at all times. This one I've been waiting to use. I got it from a lovely, lovely friend who lives in Canada for my birthday. It's the Liberty Fabric Liberty Tana Lawn in Raw. Again, I love dinosaurs. Oh my goodness! This is, I say this for a lot of things, but I think this is my favourite fabric ever. And this will be a great Libby shirt. I would have loved to have had it to wear to go see Jurassic World today, but you know, I don't want to rush it. Libby only came out yesterday. It's getting printed out today. I'm not going to be able to make it in time for this evening. But I love it, and whenever I make it, I'm gonna wear it all the time. I am so pleased with it. I have 1 metre. It's relatively wide, well, it is quite wide, and oh, it's just so wonderful. Just when I first got it, I sort of carried it around with me wherever I went, and I wanted to wait until I had the perfect pattern. Libby is 100% perfect. So I can't wait, especially because look, the colour of the it's just the colours as well. I mean, aside from the fact that it's dinosaurs, and my favourite dinosaur is a Triceratops, which is on here, but there's, look here, can you see, wait, am I pointing, yeah, there and there is a big Triceratops and a baby one together. Oh, I'm so excited, I can't wait to make that one. And then this one, I think I showed a picture of the vintage shirt dress that I've made with this fabric. This was a case of, I bought this fabric specially for the vintage shirt dress. I bought as much as it recommended, but I have quite a lot left over. And I love this fabric. It's white with lots of different colours on it, and it's super drapey and very lovely. And although it might be a bit too drapey for the Libby shirt, I don't care. I think it's going to be a good one. This is another fabric that I got at Jersey Vogue. I hope you're not bored. I feel like in these longer videos I'm quite conscious I need to go quickly, so I sort of am quite boring. I hope I've not been too boring. But yeah, this is another one that I got from Jersey Vogue in Stanmore. It's a really nice, I think it's viscose or rayon, well, the same thing. And it's a black floral with quite relatively large flowers. It's not ditzy definitely, but it's not a massive print. It feels really lovely. I got the last of the bolt. There was not much on the bolt. I think it was about 75 centimetres, but it is super wide. I think it's 150 centimetres wide. So my options are the Libby shirt, obviously. I think this would make a great Libby. The Goji shorts, which are Deer and Doe, which are here. They're the one, this side. These are the Goji shorts with a really nice paper bag waist. Or the Q dress doesn't require much fabric at all, the Nina Lee Q dress. And even though there is not an awful lot, I mean, it's double this that I have. Actually, that might, maybe I have like 1 metre by 1.5 metres. I could be able to turn the grain line round, I think, just 90 degrees. I don't think that will make too much of a difference with the Q dress, and I think this would make a lovely one. But otherwise, Libby, potentially marigold if my legs are short enough, Goji shorts, yeah. I think you'll see with this one, but I'm really excited to use it. I do really love it. And it's adding some black, but also with colour to my wardrobe. And then I also have, this one is another one that I got from my birthday from my boyfriend Will. And I am so excited to go to the V&A Frida Kahlo exhibit in London, which opens I think next month in July, mid-July sort of time. And I have another Alexander Henry Frida Kahlo fabric, but I haven't decided what to make with that one. This one is my favourite. It's a lovely blue and it's a very big print. It's massive print, so that's what's kind of made me worry a little bit about what to make with it, just because the print is so big. I don't want whatever I make, I don't want it to have many design features, which is why my options are, again, either the Libby shirt, because the sleeves are grown on, so there's no worries there of interrupting that. The collar is what could be a problem. She could have like half a face because the collar isn't super wide. So unless I did a different fabric in exactly the same colour as this blue for the collar, that's a potential. Or there is a pattern that my friend Zoe from Zoe Sews, who, by the way, I forgot to say at the start of this, I was on the Stitches Brew podcast with the lovely Zoe from Zoe Sews. She also has EDS, like myself. I have EDS and a few other conditions. And Gabby and Megan from Stitches Brew podcast spoke to us about sewing as therapy or sewing as a lifeline. And it was such a great day. I really enjoyed it. It was the first time I'd met Zoe in real life. We speak very often, although I'm terrible at replying. I'm sorry, Zoe. And it was such a lovely day. We spoke really honestly about our disabilities and how we feel about them and what we wish people knew more about, and it was really great, and it's had a really positive response apparently. So I'll link the episode below. I'll link the Stitches Brew website below. I'm not sure if you can listen to it straight through there, but you can definitely listen to it from wherever you get your podcasts on. It's free to listen to, but I think you can listen to it through the website as well. But anyway, that was a complete tangent. Zoe sent me a vintage pattern. Well, she didn't send me the actual pattern, she very kindly traced it off on really cute paper and sent it to me. And it's got a little keyhole at the back. It's quite a high collar like this one. It's basically like this. It's very boxy. It's like this, just not jersey, in a woven instead. And I think that would work really well for this one, just because I think it's got literally 2 pattern pieces. I haven't actually looked at it yet. But I think that would work really well for this because it would really show off the fabric. But I'm going to make a toile of both Libby and Zoe's pattern, obviously, before I cut into this very expensive Alexander Henry fabric, which I have 1.5 meters of. This fabric I got, there are only a few left. There are about 4 left after this one. I hope this isn't too long. This fabric, red and pink, as I mentioned in my last video, is my red and pink and that mint green. They're the best colour combos in my opinion, but especially red and pink. That's my favourite. And I got this really nice, this is probably going to make the camera go funny, it's a red and pink striped jersey, just a cotton jersey, from Fabrics Galore. I got 2 meters of it, so I'll be able to make a couple of things. And the 2 patterns that I have in mind, I'm going to make a few tops out of it. Because I got 2 meters, I think I'll be able to get 2 or 3 tops out of it. Number 1 will be the Megan Nielsen Rowan. It's a given. We all know that I love this pattern and that every time I try and show you, I say, oh, you can't really see the line drawings that well because the line drawings are quite faint. But I will either be making, well, I'll definitely be making the V-neck version, and what I'll do is the band for the V-neck, I will have the stripes going the opposite way, and I'll make it long sleeved. And also the Sewaholic Renfrew, but especially View A, a long sleeved sort of scoopy neck one. And I think that'll look great. Very excited to make this. I was toying with the idea of using the Freya dress, but I don't think I'd get nearly as much wear as just some basic tops really. And I love this fabric so much. I think I brought out almost their entire stock of this fabric. I bought this from the Fabric Fox, which is an online shop, and it's the Michael Miller, I can't remember the name of the actual fabric, but it's got these little lightning bolts on. Came in loads of different colourways. I think I brought out almost all of this colourway. Sorry, it's quite creased. but I love the lightning bolts. Again, it fulfills the brief of sort of being plain so that I can wear it with another print, because I'm not afraid of combining prints. And I got 2.5 meters for myself, and then I showed my boyfriend and he said, oh my goodness, I love it, please can you get me some, because it had been our anniversary and I said I was going to make him a shirt for our anniversary. So I got another, I think overall I've got 4.5 meters, and it was expensive, and I thought, oh my goodness, Harriet, what have you just done? But it's fine, it's fine. I also got a little 50 centimeter piece of the light pink, which was another colourway, and I'm going to be doing contrast bits. So for Will, I'm going to make the Hackney shirt, which is the Sew Over It pattern. And then for me, I do believe, it depends how much is left, because Will is quite massively tall and I'm massively short. So it depends how much is left. Or another trusty Libby shirt from Sew Over It. It depends how much is left, because I haven't actually taken his measurements yet, so I don't know how much he will need. The last fabric that I got when I was out with Rosa, it's another nice plain. This is from the same place as where I got that light blue. It's a yellow. I don't have any... No, that's a lie, I do have lots of yellow things. But I wanted a yellow plain. Yes, I've got another lot of options for this one. Alphonse trousers, obviously, for the Republic du Chiffon pattern. I think I've got 3 fabrics here that are my contenders for Alphonse, so I could end up with 3 pairs of trousers, which would be lovely, because I do wear a lot of trousers rather than jeans, because I haven't got the right jeans really yet. I need to make some. But the Alphonse trousers, or the vintage shirt dress from Sew Over It, but it's a plain. I feel like it would be better away from my face, especially when I don't have a tan. So I think this will definitely be the Alphonse trousers. Or maybe rosy dress, actually. Then we're on to the last 2. This one I bought over a year ago. It's been in my stash for a long time, and the whole time I've had it, I've wanted to make the same thing. So I've just sort of been waiting to do it. But this is from Minerva Crafts. It's quite a fine cotton. You can definitely see through it, so we'll have to wear a vest underneath. But I'd really like to make a wrap top with it. But not one that has a tie, just sort of a wrap top with fluted sleeves. I'm going to take the sleeves from version 3 of the Asta blouse, if you can see it, where my thumb is pointing to, the fluted sort of sleeves there. That's what I'm going to do with this, because it's got a nice amount of drape because it is so fine. And then probably the bodice of the Sew Over It Eve dress, because that's the only wrap thing that I have really. It might not go well at all, but that's fine, because this was a cheap. I think it's even on sale when I bought it, so it was quite a cheap fabric. So if it goes wrong, I won't really be too fazed. But I do like it, and that is definitely what I'm going to do with it. Oh, and then the last one. This one is this month's So Hayley Jane fabric. I am not sure if I've folded it the right way. Oh, I think this is the right side. It's yellow with pink flowers, and it is quite girly for me. I wouldn't usually buy this, but that's what I love about the So Hayley Jane boxes, that it does push me out of my comfort zone, but it's never something that I don't like. So my options for this, Libby shirt, you guessed it, is option 1. Q dress, also an option with the sleeves. Goji shorts, I think, is what will be winning, because I haven't made these and I really want to, with the paper bag waist. And New Look 6488, which is this one, and I would make the view that she's wearing, or this one, which is what she's wearing, which is a little, just a slip dress, and it's got really nice ruffle around the top. So either the Goji shorts or this little dress, I think is what I'm going to be making with it. It's a really nice fabric, actually. It's sort of, even though I've pre-washed it, it sort of still feels like it has a coating on it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully, I mean, I'm going to the New Craft House summer party next week. I haven't made my thing for it yet, so this might end up being my tropical thing for that. or I do have 3 other fabrics upstairs in mind. It's just whether I can get to them quick enough, because I need to make this and I need to make that William Morris fabric. Those are my priorities, so depends how quickly I get those done, but otherwise this will be what I'm going to wear to that. And hopefully I'll see lots of people there. I've never been to one of their parties before. On Friday, which is tomorrow, I have quite an important hospital appointment in Stanmore, which admittedly I am rather nervous for, but it's a big one and hopefully I will get what I want out of it. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling on. I'm sure you're quite bored of it. It makes up for no video last week, doesn't it? Because I've just been waffling about loads and loads of lovely fabrics. So I really hope that you like all the fabrics that I've shown you today. If you have any suggestions for any of them, please let me know. If you've bought the Libby shirt as well and are excited as I am about it, please let me know, because it's sort of like a sickness how excited I am. But yes, I better go tidy up all this mess before Mum comes home, and I will see you next week hopefully. Bye!